Welcome back to the Walker Family Farm. So, unfortunately, excuse me, I have a cold, but unfortunately the other day I had pulled my zero turn out to start cutting grass, and it had a kind of weird, I mean, it was running fine, and then I had disengaged the mower deck, and when I re-engaged it, all of a sudden it started shooting some black smoke, and it was like almost like a clattering type sound, and it would only last for a second and then it would be fine. But I was like, interesting, so I tested it a few times, and it continued to do it every time I engaged the mower. So I finally mower deck, so finally I disengaged it. I went and checked the oil and everything. I had added some gas to it right before, but anyways, the next time I went to start it up, it was just pluming white smoke. I'll include some videos of what it looked like. I am currently about to do a compression test on it. I want to see how the compression looks, because I'm a little bit worried that something happened inside of the engine. So I guess we will see. Let's see, this spark plug, decently coated in oil. Check the other one now. So this side does not look as bad. Let's see if it'll focus. There we go. Side by side comparison. That side is not looking good. We will go ahead and do a compression test, I guess. Alright, so first we'll do the cylinder that looked like it had a lot of oil in it. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to test this other one. Okay, so we're at like 170 or so. Alright, so I just wanted to provide a little update. So I did go ahead and I ended up replacing the fuel pump, fuel filter. I went ahead and flushed out the lines completely, at least up to this point. I took out the gas tank, completely cleaned it out. Then I went ahead and put new ethanol-free gas in there. And after trying to, also my battery, brand new battery failed. So I'm having to warranty that. But when I turn it over, I put new spark plugs in. When I'm turning it over, it will sometimes start with the choke pulled, but it still blowing a ton of white smoke. So I'm going to try to replace the carburetor. I ended up finding like a pretty cheap Amazon carburetor that I'm going to try on it, just to see if it'll work or if it acts any differently. And that'll kind of give me a good idea on whether the carburetor's the issue or whether the engine's the issue, hopefully. So I will show you shortly once I figure it out. But I'm trying to remove the linkages from this Toro MX5000. So before I buttoned everything up, I did want to show you what I did to get this out. So this back, which is like the throttle cable, I'm pretty sure, down here at the bottom, there's this little groove right there. You pop that little plastic piece out. So here, sorry, let me get this out of the way. Right here, you pop that little plastic piece back. Let's see if it'll focus on. Nope, doesn't want to. But anyways, you can kind of see the little groove right there. You basically pop that back, And then you can take this spring out and the spring at the top out. Just remember that it goes into that hole right underneath there, and then it goes into the middle hole down here. And then once you pop that out, then you can actually pick this up in a way that you can take this top link out and then run it into the new one. You also got to pop that little plastic piece out, which I need to figure out why it's sticking out of the hole like that. Probably because it's not the correct size hole, I would assume, but we'll see. And then this front link right here, to get this one, I actually, once you take the carburetor off, you can slide it out of the top. You take this little cap off right here, which you really don't have to, but you'll see right there that hole that it sticks through. You just twist the whole carburetor from like this way, and then you twist it like that. Why is this thing? There we go. All right, twist it like this, and then when you twist it like this, the little pin will come, or not, the rod will come right out, and then you can slide it into the new one the opposite way, I should say. But sorry, it's a little hard to get down in there. I should have done this before I replaced the air cleaner. Well, I think this is good news. I just replaced the carburetor, and it's still smoking a little bit, but I think it probably has to burn off all the stuff that was in the exhaust, but it's definitely running really good, and it wouldn't run this good before. So it may have worked. Cool. Yeah, it looks like it's really cleared up. It's not shooting a bunch of white smoke anymore. So maybe carburetor was the issue. Looks like it's finally cleared up now.
So I had forgot to mention, I had changed the spark plugs before testing after I had cleaned out the fuel system up to the carb. After this last clip, I went ahead and changed the oil and the filter. I will say there is a slight fluctuation in the idle every once in a while with the aftermarket carb, but it works great for what I need. I will likely try to rebuild the OEM carb once I get some free time so that I'll have a spare one on hand. I've owned this mower for about 5 years now, and this is the first time I've had a carburetor issue.